It looks to me like NXT has recently lost some weight. More specifically, it's lost some cruiserweight. And that's disturbing. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Breezango, the Bollywood Boys, Everrise, Tony Nese, Kurt Stallion, Arturo Ruas, Arya Daivari, Marina Shafir, Killian Dane. All 12 of these NXT superstars got the axe about a week and a half ago. For Shafir, I can understand, given she hasn't competed in a long time. And Dane, well, being Drake Maverick's straight man is not that great a long-term plan. But it's the other 10 that concern me more. Basically, it's because most, if not all of them, are of the build weight of 205 pounds or lighter. Yes, NXT just got rid of a lot of cruiserweights. And yeah, the so-called Diamond Mine is supposed to make up for that, and it always freaks me when I read that Roderick Strong is in fact billed at being 200 pounds. But the fact of the matter is that last Friday on 205 Live, I saw the matches and all I could wonder is, who the F are these guys? Established cruiserweights, including at least one that was part of 205 Live when it started, have been thrown aside and we're left with the up-and-comers. The so-called purple shows become like the Miami Marlins of the WWE, who, as I said before, is the Miami Marlins of the sports entertainment. Pardon. Whether this has anything to do with the massive cutbacks the WWE has been invoking due to COVID-19 or not doesn't really matter in the long term. It just looks to me like the luster of the Cruiserweight Classic so many years ago has finally started to dull. And we remember that tournament, right? How dynamic these lift wrestlers were, how swift and nearly unpredictable their moves were. It was a sight rarely seen outside of Mexican wrestling. So in other words, a sight rarely seen in America. But 205 Live seems to have been pushed more and more to the back burner of the WWE as of late. They rarely, if ever, even plug the show on SmackDown, Raw, or even NXT these days. And the fact that the WWE Cruiserweight title was renamed the NXT Cruiserweight title about 2 years ago was a serious blow, as it meant time for seeing the 205-pound and under crowd on Raw or SmackDown was essentially over. And a severe blow came when NXT UK's Jordan Devlin took the title in the last Worlds Collide event and then had to keep it in the UK thanks to travel restrictions. They actually had to make it an interim champ out of Santos Escobar until Devlin could return and stand and deliver and make Escobar the undisputed champ until Kushida took it from him in record time. Honestly, I doubt too many people even watch 205 anymore, and now that it looks to be filled with rookies, who's going to go back to watching it? Sure, seeing fresh blood in the ranks might be worth it, but until they battle on the NXT show properly, they will remain unknown. And since 205 Live is not merging with NXT anytime soon, that means the only viable opponents for Kushida are those in the Diamond Mine. Never mind Isaiah Swerve Scott, since he just won the North American title. It's just Strong and his two cronies who finally broke away from 205 Live. I know I've said this before, but I really think it's time for the Cruiserweight division to be shut down for good. Either that or just ditch 205 Live and in turn up the upper weight limit for cruiserweights to 220 pounds. The way it was when the WWE Light Heavyweight title was relatively big in the late 90s until the WCW Cruiserweight title was renamed and supplanted it. Otherwise, if they absolutely must have a tertiary male title in NXT, why not make it like the Impact X Championship and have anyone go after it? Or like the NXT UK Heritage Cup, make the title to be won under specific rules. When triple threat matches started becoming a thing in the mid-90s, I was thinking that they should just make a title for that. So why not do that in NXT? Wouldn't that be more exciting than the non-Swift Cruiserweight matches these days? Or, they have that fight pit in place. And yeah, I know it's only been used twice and has become to Timothy Thatcher what the Boiler Room Brawl was to Mankind, but why not have a fight pit cup or the like? They like the format enough to bring it back, so why not have a match at least bi-monthly and name someone King of the Pit or someone? Something has to be done, and soon. Because it seems to me the Cruiserweight division's days are numbered, and that number is much less than 205. I'm Chris Wolvie, the wrestling vlogger who always tells it like it is. Stay safe, and I'll see you.